Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. I decided to do your reading, Aries, next. I really didn't know which sign I was going to do. I'll tell you about that in 1 minute. The other thing first I want to point out, Aries, is that I haven't shared this with any of the other signs yet. You're the first one that I'm telling this to directly. You're in a competition, Aries. I know you guys like to win. Next month and possibly the month after that, I'm only doing readings for the most watched videos on my channel by individual signs or elements. I'm actually not doing any readings for individual air signs this month. I'm just going to do a collective air sign reading. But I am going to do Aries, Leo, Sag. So like, comment, subscribe, and that will boost the chances that Aries will get a reading next month. So far, Cancer, Virgo, and Pisces are winning. I will not be doing a Capricorn video for at least a month. I'm going to be very busy moving, buying a new house, things like this. So I'm trying to conserve my time and contribute to the greater good, which is what I was instructed to do prior to starting this channel, Aries. So, first, I asked my guides, Spirit, to tell me what sign to do next. It was kind of between you and Leo, but I was kind of leaving it open to wherever I was guided. And so I turned on the radio in my car and I said, okay, tell me what sign to do next. And the next song that came on was Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. And so pretty much immediately I was like, okay, so Aries then. And I mean, no offense at all, Aries, but that song reminds me of you. And I mean, I have an Aries Mercury, and I'm certainly fairly notorious for hitting people with my best shot in a verbal capacity. You know, I'm kind of famous for verbally thrashing people. So, thank you for that, Aries. So yeah, so I was like, okay, so Aries then. And then the next song after that, I'm kidding, not even kidding you, was AC/DC, and I thought it was TNT, but it was actually Dirty Deeds. So take that if it means anything to you. I thought it was an interesting confusion on my part. And of course, not only is AC/DC sort of an Aries vibe, Angus Young is who I think of when I think of AC/DC, and he is an Aries, March 31st. So that sealed the deal for me. Pat Benatar is actually a Capricorn, but it's cardinal. You're cardinal. So that definitely narrowed it down to you. So there you have it. That is how we ended up doing your reading next, Aries. So I pulled oracles for you to get started. First thing I want to point out is that the very first card we got was a number 5, which is a number of change. But this is a very Aries card. It reminds me a little bit of the Fool. The next card is 11, which is an angel number. It's actually my life path number, 11. And then the next one's 44, which, I mean, that's another duplicate number, right? A lot of people don't recognize 44 as an angel or as a life path number, a double 4, but I do. Of course, that adds up to 8, 2, 5. So, right off the bat, without getting into the meanings, which I will tell you a little bit about, I mean, this card right here is, like I said, similar to Fool. Which way do we go? There we go. Similar to Fool energy, but it does have more of an emphasis on planning. This is definitely about taking a leap. I believe that's even the key word in the book, is taking a leap, taking a risk, going out on your own. And in my pre-shuffle, Aries, just to let you know, I did see the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I saw some other cards too, but I can't recall them right now. So I immediately was like, uh-oh. Because, I don't know, it could be a lot of things, but it could be, walking away from a family dynamic, a long-term relationship. I don't know. We'll look more into it in a minute. But so yes, this is a card of change, and she is taking a leap all on her own after some new adventure. But like I said, it does, I'll just read it to you really quick, part of it at least. Woo! 1 second. It wasn't on the right page anyway, so I really don't care that it fell. Okay, yeah, flights of fancy, taking a next step. Okay, so you don't have to be a tarot fool, innocently leaping from a cliff. You can assess the scenario, the dangers, and prepare. You can train or educate yourself, become informed, take precautions, increase your chances of success. So, there we go. That's how that's different from the Fool, but very similar. And if you didn't get a good look at it, I'll show you again, because this is one of my favorite cards actually in this deck, which, by the way, it's a little too close, eh? Which, by the way, is the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti. I felt called to use that one for you. So then we have number 11. Okay. Which I find interesting, because number 11 and number 44 all talk about the dynamics with others. They both talk about being involved with other people. And I won't even bother reading you this one. You can look it up if you don't believe me. So we're playing music, right? And it's beautiful. There's actually a rainbow coming out, being produced by the music being played here. And this does talk about the dynamic of cooperating, of creating a symphony, right? Working together with someone else to create something beautiful. However, at the very end of the card, I'm sorry, I can't resist. It does caution to be wary of always making adjustments for the common good. There will be occasions when you should take the lead, and a solo performance is also required. Okay? So that right there tells me there is something about a dynamic with you and other people or another person where I do feel the emphasis is on you taking the lead, stepping out, separating yourself, because the next card is number 44. And this is a similar energy to 11, only a little bit darker. 11 talks about how we can work together with others and we can create something beautiful and la-di-da. But this one, to me, gives me more of a vibe of, okay, well, there is the positive side, which is about unison, common goals, shared values, and being at one with others. However, once again, it's like she's becoming something she's not, right? I'm just going to basically read this to you intuitively because I just feel how they're flowing. She's sitting here blending in, but she doesn't really belong, right? So it does say here in the book, right, so she wants, how do I put this, Aries? It's like becoming something you're not in order to belong, right? It's being fake in order to fit in. Changing yourself, compromising in order to get loved, right? In order to earn love from someone else. Does that make sense to you? All right, the book itself says, be wary of becoming just one of many. At some point, their actions, their direction, and their pace may not be yours. Where they are leading may not be the best path for you. Exactly, because you're over here on your own path, right? And that was the first card out, and I do feel that energy is like the emphasized energy, and these are like the backup saying, like, you know, you've played along, you've faked it till you made it to accomplish whatever sense of belonging, of being loved, of fitting in, whatever the case may be, for so long. There is this feeling of you being lost in the energies, and this actually is something that keeps coming up in other readings too. You getting lost in the energies of someone else, you being led down a path where you're not in charge of it, right? So let's get into the tarot and see what this is about. Okay. Tell me about this card number 5, please, for Aries. The Devil. Okay. Give me another one, please, for the card number 5. Whoa, okay. Hold on, I just dropped like a quarter of the deck. One more for card number 5, please. 5 of Swords. Yeah, see. Give me one more. Talk about getting 2 of the worst cards in the deck. We'll look at it. Give me another card for this 5, please. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah, I was going to pull the cards out first, but we'll just talk about this right now. I feel like this is like, okay, taking a risk. 5 of Swords can be taking a risk, but it came out sideways with this Devil preceding it. I definitely feel, Aries, like this could be you breaking free. See how free she is? And she kind of reminds me of Pat Benatar. Doesn't, if you know who Pat Benatar is, and she could like have the same vibe. It's cool, right? So I do feel like you could be breaking free. Oh, and Capricorn. This is a Capricorn card. Very interesting. So this could have something to do with that Capricorn energy, that entrepreneurial sort of work vibe. You could be like breaking with a company and deciding to start your own, right? Or focusing more on your own things rather than trying to compromise and work with other people where you're getting like just drowned out. I mean, that definitely happens, right? There could be a lot of sort of like shady characters, you know, people, how do you characterize that? Just people, you know, out for themselves, wanting to put their name on projects that you did, right? Wanting to take the credit for the work that you did. 8 of Pentacles. When they really didn't put in the work at all, right? So I hear that 100%. For others of you, I do think this is you not wanting to play some weird mind games of a toxic person. I mean, it could still be work for some of you, but I do feel like this could be a very toxic person in your life in whatever capacity, and you are just like tired of the mind games. You're not playing anymore. You're withdrawing your energy from that person, and that's exactly what you need to do. Because to me, the 5 of Swords with the Devil is one of my big red flag narcissist cards. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, 100%, you need to withdraw your energy from them, because that's their whole game. That is their game. Taking your energy, taking your light, stealing your, you know, stealing your feelings and making your feelings their feelings, right? Like it's because they don't know how to have feelings, right? So yes, very much so. I do see this as you withdrawing, with your head held high. It feels good. It feels good, Aries. And let me tell you, as someone who is a professional at withdrawing my energy and walking away from situations that don't serve me and don't give me the credit or the value that I deserve, I'm very, very good at that, Aries. I don't like settling. I don't like playing mind games. I won't do it. I'm quick to dump anybody. Like anybody. So it feels good. It feels really good to free yourself from these types of situations. So if there's any hesitancy in that, screenshot this freaking picture. I promise you that's exactly what it feels like when you get out of energy like this. Okay? Sorry. See, that's my Aries Mercury coming out. Those of you who don't have your Aries and Mercury, I'm sorry. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Precisely. To me, the Knight of Swords is like, he's the hero, right? He rushes in like, he's like he's like a fighter for justice. 8 of Cups. Told you, 10 of Pentacles, yes. I think in the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, yes. There's that planning your escape, planning your exit, right? Planning to drop a bomb on an MFer. But yeah, I do feel like this is something potentially that you've been at for a long time, that you've been doing for a long time. But it's just time to stand up for yourself, for sure. At the very least, stand up for yourself. I'm feeling that. Woo! And down you went. Sorry. I'm getting a little too fiery, Aries. Let me see if I can get you set up so you're not going to fall again, for the love. All right, let's move on to this 11, this minstrel or whatever. Okay. So what is the situation? Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. What else? What else is this card number 11 about here? This jester. The Tower. The Tower energy. Well, Aries, this could very well be your energy. This could be... Sorry, I'm just thinking of some Aries I know right off the top of my head. 7 of Pentacles. This could be something a long time coming. You could be blowing it up. You could be blowing up, like boiling over. That's like the feeling that I just got. Like, it's just been like something waiting to happen. Okay, let me see. One more. What's the Tower? Just tell me what the Tower is. Tell me what the Tower is. Give me one for the Tower. Seven of Cups. 7 of Cups. Well, yeah. Okay, this is the vibe I'm getting off of this, and if you're dealing with a narcissist, this makes more sense. So it's kind of like where I'm leaning to when I think of this energy. But I do think this is like 7 of Cups, right? Take it wherever it resonates. But I do feel like this can be like somebody like intentionally creating, right? Because we have this person here creating music, right? And I was looking at it, I was staring at it as I was shuffling the cards to come out. And I did get like the phrase playing you like a fiddle. And I didn't really want to say that because it sounds like mean, and I feel bad if some of you have been being treated like that or manipulated like that. But I did get that phrase in my head, and this kind of goes in line with that. And this is exactly what a narcissist does. They create confusion. They make you not understand your own emotions or what's going on. This could definitely happen in a workplace as well, where someone is making excuses and they're saying all the right things and they're playing this weird mind games with you to make you think, right, that they're not an asshole when they actually are. And I feel like this is you looking back at the facts, because that's what the Seven of Pentacles does. Looks back at what's been done, what has been the result, and it puts the pieces together. That's what happens in the Seven of Pentacles. It can also be like a planning. I feel like this is part of that as well. Some of you have been planning this blow up. But others of you, this is you looking back, collecting the facts of everything and realizing, having this tower moment, like, oh my God, this person has been manipulating this situation all along in their favor, taking advantage of me and just, pushing me off to the side, erasing me, taking away my credit, not recognizing me. This has been their plan all along, just to suck their energy, their creativity, and their ideas from me and put their name on it. Strongly feeling that for somebody. But yeah, and meanwhile, I feel like this could be precipitated by something that you really were looking forward to. See how this crow is like gazing into this cup, like it's, they're daydreaming, right? This is all a daydream, sort of. And I feel like this could be something that you were really looking forward to, and then realizing that this person had sabotaged it, whether that's a promotion or a vacation or a project that you were really emotionally tied to, but getting screwed up. I do get that energy. Something about your dreams being shattered because of somebody else. And you realizing that in a big way. And just... yeah, see? The Seven of Pentacles can speak to time and divine timing. And this crow here on the Tower card is just smash the clock. I love it, Aries. This is Mars energy. The Tower's Mars energy, and that's your energy, Aries. I feel like you need to burn it down. Sorry to laugh because I don't like this situation, but I love you burning it down. That's what needs to happen when you're in these situations. Don't play games with people. Just burn it down. Call them out, Aries. All right, let's get a little more information, please. Card number 44. What is this about for Aries? Woo! Oh, I did see also. Okay, hold on. Yes, the Fool, the Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Woo! Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Whoa, okay, there's a lot going on here. The Sun. Well, there you go. The Sun, Aries. Definitely think this is about seeing the truth and responding to that. For some of you, if this is a split up from a person... Oh, hold on a second. I gotta go back to that. Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, I'm getting this is not... I didn't want this many cards because now I'm getting a ton of messages, but it's probably a reason for that. This card always makes me wonder if she's pregnant. I mean, obviously she's not very pregnant. If she is, it's just slightly. But it gives me that sense because she has her hand kind of there on her stomach. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. And there is sort of, I've been pregnant. Lots of my friends have been pregnant. That looks like a little bit of a baby bump to me. And the reason I wanted to point that out was because I just noticed that when I was shuffling, and I did see the Empress and the Seven of Wands. What else did I see with that? I don't remember. When I was pre-shuffling, when I was getting your deck shuffled up and ready to roll, before I turned on the camera, I did see the Seven of Wands and the Empress. So to me, the Empress is, she's divine feminine. She's the mother. And the Seven of Wands to me could very well mean defending your status as a mother. It could be defending a pregnancy for sure. And with the Page of Cups here, to me, this can be a pregnancy card. I don't know, but it definitely crossed my mind when I was shuffling that there could be somebody here dealing with a pregnancy issue. Could be a son, could be a boy, by the way, since the Sun card is here. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, Empress. See? Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay. I feel like, oh God, I don't want to talk about this, you guys, but I do feel like if you are dealing with a pregnancy that there's some sort of problem here. And I do feel like it might be a surprise. It might have been something you weren't planning. And I do feel like you could be dealing with a knight character who is very back and forth and potentially lacks the accountability for dealing with the consequences of their actions in that scenario, okay? That's a very distinct feeling I got when I was pre-shuffling, and now it's kind of coming back to me here with these cards, all right? If that's what you were dealing with, you know what? I wish I knew what video it was because I went on a freaking tirade about that in one of my videos. It might have been my collective that I recently did because I'm a single mom. Larry's, I can't talk yet. Interesting that I almost said Larry's. Aries. I am a single mom, and definitely it's not easy, and definitely sometimes you have to deal with people who just lack accountability and who are very narcissistic and selfish. And I'm sorry, but if you choose to be a mother, then you're choosing the child, and by doing that you're choosing yourself and your child, and that other person needs to do the same or you discard them, period. I don't care. I don't subscribe to the idea that a child needs two parents in the home to be happy and healthy. Sometimes it is to their detriment to have to deal with that other parent. Absolutely. And I will spare you the details of my own personal experiences with that. But I do speak from experience, and I firmly believe that, Aries. So if you are dealing with some sort of character, Ten of Pentacles, okay, to me, this could definitely be a card of settling down, of making your relationship permanent, perhaps due to a pregnancy. I don't condone doing that. If the person doesn't subscribe to the same moral and ethical codes as you do, I would not tie myself to them indefinitely and put myself through the duress of having to divorce them later. I would not. But you can do what you want. It's because I do have the two knights here. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. So this is very back and forth. This is someone who's very back and forth in their passions, just flies by the seat of their pants in one direction and another. And then the Knight of Swords is someone who can be like mentally like gung-ho 1 minute, right? Like savior complex guy. But then the next minute he's running in the other direction, retreating. It could very well be. It doesn't have to be, but when I see this energy and I feel this energy right now, this is what I'm feeling. Someone who's a hero 1 minute and a coward the next. Definitely have dealt with people like that before, Aries. And this guy, I mean, everybody calls the Knight of Wands the player. This guy, he follows his wand. Take that how it resonates, Aries. So if this is your situation, no. You can be the Ten of Pentacles all by your damn self. You don't need this person. Don't let them take away your sunshine. Don't let them waste your time. Because it's precious. Trust me. If you're going to be a mom, you're going to find that out. Okay? Yeah, don't let this person be a burden, because that's all they are, Aries. That's all they are, is another child. I'm sorry to take up your reading with my ranting, but I feel very strongly about whoever's in this situation. I feel like you need this the most, because this is a very crucial and precious time. And don't let them make your decisions for you. Okay? For others of you, Ten of Pentacles, like I said, I think this could be a job for sure. This could also be a long-term relationship for sure. And with the Page of Cups here, okay, whew, I do feel like if this is a relationship, or even if it's a job, the person, the offensive person that we're talking about, or people, because I do have 2 knights here, all right? So it could be multiple people. And I feel like there's maybe some half-ass apology, but I'm going to call it that, half-ass apology, because this is on its side. Technically, it fell out on its side, which is why I put it down that way. And I think there's a reason for that. I think if someone's coming to you with an apology, Knight of Swords rushing in, hero trying to save the day, save their ass, okay? I think it's a half-ass apology, and I don't think you should accept it. I think you should fool energy, just like we were talking about in the beginning. You're going off on your own. Once again, this could be an employer getting the news that you're going off on your own and filling you with a bunch of sweet nothings, emphasis on the nothing, trying to get you to stay. But here we go. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. These people are not reliable. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, not reliable. I would not stake my bank account, my future, or anything, any of my decisions on this energy. Okay? No, no. You don't put your 10 of Pentacles in the hands of a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords. And this is a half-ass apology. The things that they're saying to try to get you to stay or change your mind or whatever, it's bullshit, and I wouldn't buy into it. I would continue on your path, because in doing so, you're starting a whole nother journey. And we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which tells me that yes, 10 of Wands, it might be hard work, but a lot of the work has already been done. You've already done it for other people, right? You've already built up the ladder. Your next stop is Empress right here. Okay? And you might not see that now, 8 of Swords, but it's the truth. Ace of Swords. 3 of Wands. Choose another path. Go in the direction. This card actually kind of reminds me of the 3 of Wands. Did I say 3 of Swords? I meant 3 of Wands. 3 of Swords, though, same thing. That's a separation. Separate yourself, for sure. King of Pentacles is there. I mean, that's just instilling what I'm saying. If you're thinking about going off on your own, regardless of the situation, I would say that's exactly the right move. And just know that you did a lot of the work already. I don't know what order these cards are in. It doesn't matter. Okay, Sun, 10 of Wands, Empress. Okay. And for some of you, as a side note, there could be not as much of a dramatic situation going on where Ace of Swords, you just merely need to speak the truth and bring to light the truth of the matter, that you have been carrying the weight for other people, and all the while, you know, looking great, smelling great, living your best life, while other people just make excuses for, you know, why they're not pulling their own weight. So yeah, there might be something there about needing to bring that to light, maybe not blowing up the entire world over it, if you choose. I like to blow things up, personally. That's why I was so excited to hear TNT, even though it was Dirty Deeds, right? Dirty Deeds. Oh, that's so interesting. I do feel like there's some dirty deeds going on here on the other side of you, outside of your energy. Aries. And TNT, yeah, I feel like that's you. It should be you. You should be getting credit. But instead, it's the dirty deeds. I don't know if that makes any sense, Aries. I am just going off. Okay, I think I covered all of the scenarios. Once again, don't put your faith, don't put your future in the hands of inconsistent energy. I don't care if it's the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, or even the slow-ass Knight of Pentacles. Although he is the most reliable, I don't care who it is. I wouldn't put my faith and my future in the hands of that person. And I would not be taking any fake-ass apology, any half-ass effort, or scrambling to try to save the day and get me to stay and change my mind. I absolutely would be jumping off the cliff and going toward the sun, Aries. I feel like that's the whole message, is to embrace your own energy of the Fool. Take the leap of faith. Do something on your own. Be independent. Be strong. Set yourself apart from the crowd. You don't need to bend over backwards or compromise and lose yourself and get put second for anyone, right? You are the Empress. And if you would stop burdening yourself with everyone else's bullshit, that's right behind there, that you would see it. You would see it. I just think maybe you don't see it because you're so, you're so used to other people putting you in the background that it's like what you're expecting. What is that? Why? Don't do that, Aries. Okay. Once again, Aries, I'm going to wrap it up. If you want me to do another reading for you next month, sometime in September, subscribe, share if you like, even though I don't think I will get any notification of that, or comment would be great too. I otherwise will see you when I see you. Thanks so much.